the report of Auditor General Gathungu on Nairobi City County Executive. It's a public document. Just Google it, download it, and read it. And also read the Auditor General report. I think the latest one is 2020, if I'm not wrong. If not, they've not done the 2021. If you read that document, you know what it says? Number one, Nairobi is not a going concern. Nairobi has had an adverse audit opinion for as long as it has existed. Nairobi has a debt of 85 billion shillings and a huge pending bills, apparently for people who have collected garbage, and we are stuck in the shortage of water and a stink of sewer and the garbage as we see it. Nairobi has no fixed asset register. Nairobi has bank accounts you can't tell. I think it has 45 bank accounts. All of them are, I don't know where, in which banks. Nobody knows what bank accounts. I'm walking into trouble if you're fearful. And the staff get their salaries 2 months later. Right now they have not been paid. And when they get their salaries, the deduction, statutory deduction, taxes and everything else, they get deducted, but those taxes are never remitted to the KRA. All suppliers to Nairobi City County don't pay VAT. They are not taxable. Nairobi is a mess. It is a 40-year-old mess. I'm 49. I was 9 years old when the mess started. This is a 40-year problem. Please don't trivialize it and give it to somebody just because they are wearing the right color or they look good. Give it to somebody who is competent. This job requires competence, not confidence. And I submit to you, when I look at our competition, they suffer from the Peters principle. They have risen to their level of incompetence. Don't trust them with this city. You give it to them because you're the guys with the power. We are in trouble, all of us. This place is scuttling down the hill. Nairobi has been held back because Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga shook hands on the foot of Harambee House, which created a lot of enemies. Even his deputy wanted to shake hands with Raila so that they can attack Kikuyus. This would have been Kenyan war. And Uhuru and Raila said no. I don't know how many of you know that story. I know it. I'm telling you for free. The handshake. The handshake is the foundation of political stability in this country. And that handshake has now given birth to Azimio la Umoja, which is the resolution of unity, which has then brought 5 parties together. But that's what I'll conclude with. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the European Business Council, what am I saying? Judge me on whether I've succeeded in creating a vibrant economy through ease of doing business, and under there is building permits. Judge me based on mobility and transport and how traffic congestion and all this and pedestrianization of the city. Judge me based on decent jobs created in Nairobi, and that's why we've promised. And judge me on whether I am running an effective, efficient public service with decentralized services down to the ward level, with customer service, e-government, digitalized customer service center. Let me close there by saying, in private sector, because you understand this language, you have a shareholder, you have employees, and you have customers. In politics, you also have shareholders, you have you have employees, and you have voters. The shareholder in politics is the political party. And the biggest indiscipline in this country is the indiscipline of political parties. You go to Europe, you go to America, you have the Republicans and you have the Democrats. You go to the UK, I think you've got Labour and Conservatives. Over here, the most disciplined party leader, the most disciplined leader of the shareholding enterprise in politics is Raila Amolo Odinga. He says left, it's left. He says right, it's right. He's the most disciplined. His competitor in this election is a transactional politician. He pays money through, let me not mention the institution. He just pays you because he understands one thing. True, politics in Kenya is about what have you done for me lately. The job in Nairobi is not about what you have done for me lately. The job in Nairobi is about an executive with political and commercial acumen who understands and can the patterns, the alphabet, and the orchestration of performance. That's the person we actually require in the city county of Nairobi. So that's really what we want. That's the agenda around the economy, a vibrant economy. The last thing is environment. The last thing is environment. I talked about C, society, environment, economy, and environment. We really want a proper environment. And the environment is water. We are consuming 1 million liters we only produce 500,000 cubes. So